So I just picked up a 351 Windsor block that one of my friends gave me that I work with. It's back in there, you probably can't see it, but it's just the block itself. It's been sitting out for a while, so it's got some surface rust on it. But he gave me the block and the engine hoist for free. The block just got surface rust on the cylinders, so we'll clean it up and see what it looks like. Look at this thing in front of me. What is that, a Falcon? There we go. Falcon. I think that's a Falcon. Sound good. Sounds good. Looks good too. Take a look at that thing. Look at that Mopar. I can't tell. Okay, I'm doing something long overdue on the LX. I'm replacing that warped water pump pulley. It's been wobbling for, I don't know, since I've been driving the car for going on 3 years. So I had an extra one. I blasted it and then painted it. So let's go ahead and bolt it on and see if that thing still moves. It should. Well, I'll be damned that this one's worse. Damn it. It must be a thing to these pulleys or something. Same part number, everything on this one. D2 from 72. What the heck, man? Alright, I can't have that. There you go. You saw it. That one's even bent worse. That really sucks because I spent like an hour and worth of time blasting it and painting it. What I was saying is it's got the same part number. D2OE 8509-AA. So that would be 72. I don't know, maybe that's just how they did. I really don't know. I wouldn't think so, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put this one back on. Okay, actually, I think I could be wrong. It could be the actual water pump shaft itself, slightly out of true. You ain't gonna be able to see it by camera, but right there, you can see it. If you watch like right here as I turn it, see it? That's what it is. So it's not the shaft. I mean, it's not the pulley. But for whatever reason, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's bent pretty good. All right, I'm gonna have to end up getting a new water pump. But this older one seemed to be less wobbly, so I'm gonna put that one back on for now. Okay, so I just put the old pulley back on because this seems to have less of a wobble and less chance of throwing the belt. I'm gonna have to find me another water pump. Now would be my time to upgrade to an aluminum one and get that heavy cast iron one off the front of it, and maybe look at getting an aluminum pulley to go on there. Just depending on, you know, how much they want for them. To shave a half a pound probably won't be worth it, honestly, but it would look better. Anyways, that's pretty much it for now as far as modifying anything on the motor wise. Just make some hits, and I haven't made any hits since I took the door bars out, took the front crash bumper off, and other than that, I haven't, you know, that's pretty much all I've done. So I'm gonna make some hits, and then from there, we'll look at upgrading and putting my blueprint engines intake on. Other than that, it'd be looking at putting the blueprint engines intake on. I've got the air gap, dual plane air gap. Also, eventually, within the next, I'm guessing 6 months or so, I'll be putting a T5 in. Anthony, 79 Beans, we've been talking back and forth, and he's going to hook me up with a T5, and we agreed upon a deal. So T5 will be going in, and then I'll be able to put a single plane and a bigger camshaft, and then we'll probably start breaking stuff. I don't know. I know that 7.5 inch rear end's not going to hold up, you know. I mean, it depends how much I abuse it, really, but I know they're not all that strong. So we'll see. When the time comes, we'll replace it. I tell you what, just cleaning up the spark plug wires, like actually cleaning them, wiping them down, made it look so much better. I won't ever buy red spark plug wires again. Going black all the way. You won't see all that dirt and grease that gets on them and dust. So anyways, it looks better. I do need to get some like spark plug wire organizers, the little holders, make it look a little better. But anyways, good enough for now. All right, we're out at the Peters and Grubb car show, and they've got a lot here. So I'm gonna film a little bit, and then if I see something cool, I will post it up. I got Jackson with me, and my friend Boki. I hear dirt bikes. I heard the 2-stroke fire up a minute ago.
We're ready to go.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that's right.
Can we go see River?
Yeah, bud.
Pretty cool. I love that white interior.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah, bud.
That's the ice skating school. Look, right there.
Yeah. We'll see it in a minute. Get out of it. Get out the car. Don't touch nothing.
Oh. That's okay. She's got your never done nothing with it.
Look at this one.
Very nice.
I remember seeing this one last year.
We saw it last year.
If I remember correctly, it's still got the three. It's just standard stock 302 in it. Oh yeah, he got last year. He got top 30. You see his top 30 trophy from last year?
Daddy.
2 years ago.
I can't see my phone.
I got it. Beautiful song.
I got a picture.
All right. I've been waiting on a part to come in. I ordered a fuel sending unit for this thing because I'm tired of my gas gauge not working. And it's been on like, it basically got lost in the mail through Amazon, and I had to wait. So finally came in, but in the meantime, cleaned up around the edges here. Same on that side. I wiped down all in there, took out some of that sound barrier stuff out. As you see, I cut the line straight right there. Eventually I'll get the rest of that out. And I'm gonna probably spray this just black, make it look a little better. And eventually I'll move the battery to the back. I'm gonna probably get a piece of aluminum or thin sheet metal, lay over this, and that way it'll hide that. And then there I will have a spare tire in it for when I do drive it on the street, but I'll put a piece of metal over that too. Yes, I cut that because I did not want to pull the tank. Pulling the tank with these tailpipes are a pain in the ass, and I wasn't about to fight it. So I'd already cut that a couple years back, and I was like, well, what's one more little hole? So it is what it is. Now I do have I have an aftermarket fuel gauge there, a Bosch fuel gauge, and I tried to hook up to the factory harness, which is this one here, and with the center unit that's in there, I could not get the dash gauge to read. So that's when I purchased this one. I hooked it up, and the fuel sending unit in there was just kind of all over the place with the gauge here. So I got a new sending unit. I'm hoping I'll get an accurate and you know, smooth reading. So we'll see. If I do, I'm gonna try one more time with the factory gauge. If not, I will mount this up front and run 2 new wires. It's starting to rain. Anyways, I got it hooked up, the main power source, to the tail lights right here just temporarily, and just to see what it's reading. And it seems to be accurate from what I saw in the tank when I was able to see down in there. Had about a quarter tank, so that's pretty accurate. Let's see what happens when I shuffle this thing. Whoa, don't make the lid fall on my head. I don't know. We'll just have to drive it and see what happens, or add some fuel to it. I'll probably run up there and get like a gallon of fuel and put it in it and see what happens. Or just drive it up there. I got the fuel gauge hooked up and it's working. I would like to try to get the wires ran to go take the fuel gauge forward. I can't get the factory dash gauge to work. I don't know what's wrong with it. That was probably one of the wires that got destroyed by the rats when I first got this car. For all my new subscribers that doesn't know, when I got this car, it was basically a rat house, and I had to tear out every bit of interior. There wasn't a single piece left. The dash and everything was out, and I had to go through the harness, and a good bit of wires got chewed up, and I just had to eliminate them. And I'm guessing that was one of the wires, because a lot of the stuff under the dash was pretty bad. I connected most of them back that I could find the other end to it, with butt connectors and heat shrink and all that. So I was able to save the harness and get the headlights, tail lights, all that working, dash lights, alternator, the amp gauge works. Haven't tried the temperature. I know what wire it is under the hood off the main harness to make it work. I haven't tried it. And the same with the oil pressure. I haven't tried it. But I have aftermarket gauges for those anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I was really hoping to get the factory fuel gauge to work, and it's not. So I'm just gonna have to run 2 new wires up and put my aftermarket fuel gauge up front. So, and I also was going to try to go out and visit Mexico, but that's not going to happen today either. So look at all this pollen on the ground. I went and rode my mountain bike this morning, and as I was sweating, you know, from exercising, the pollen was like collecting on my arms and stuff. And when I was done riding, it had like green stuff all over me, yellow stuff. Man, look at all that pollen. All right, it quit raining. Now we can go hit up Mexico. Just kidding. to clean the plug wires up. Put my boot back on it. And get a different battery because this is not the right orientation for it. This is out of the LX, but I'm going to start cleaning it up some. Make it look a little better. First time I cranked it in a year. Fired right up. I was worried about the fuel being bad, but I guess not. Alright, I had my friend 3D print me a panel to go in here so I could put my gauges in it individually and get rid of that big old bulky thing. And I'm going to try to let's see. I'm going to try to I think the other side looks better. Yeah, the other side looks better without the lip. I was thinking with the lip would look good, but to me, there we go, nice and snug fit. To me, that side looks better, just nice and flat. But I might try to get him to make me a couple different designs. I thought about doing one that goes recessed in, you know what I mean, with a lip at the bottom and then recessed in, or make it this same diameter but thicker so it comes out flush right here and it'll be flush there, because right now you can see a little lip, you know what I mean, you can see the lip, and the same on that side. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but he did put a little lip there, but I'm thinking just, I think it's like 3mm now right here, and then it's like 5mm or 2mm and 4mm, I think is what it is, something like that. But I'm thinking about making the whole thing this thickness of the lip. I think that'd be a better fit. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out.